told you that you don't actually have to believe in order for your manifestations to come true. And I know that might sound a little controversial, especially you've heard things like ask, believe, then you shall receive. Or even in the Bible where it said, believe you have it and it shall be yours. So naturally, the question will come up as, if I don't believe I can have it, does that mean I'm blocking my manifestation from coming? Does that mean it won't happen? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to manifest even if you don't fully believe yet, by using the law of assumption in a way that feels natural and aligned. So one question that comes up a lot, especially when I'm working with my coaching clients, is around this topic on belief. And the reason is because the first thing that when I work with the client is that we will set a fantasy goal. This is a goal that is something that you truly want and you have absolutely no idea how it's going to happen. I actually did a whole video on how to make the right goal that will make you money. You can check out the video after watching this video. And when you set a fantasy goal in the beginning, you shouldn't believe it. And that's the whole point. Because the whole purpose of setting a fantasy goal is to help you to grow. It's meant to activate your imagination. It's meant to stretch you into growing into the version of you who already has the goal. So if you believe the goal right away when you set the goal, that means the goal is not big enough. But here's the most common fear that I hear from my clients, and also a misconception, which is that if I don't believe I can have it, does that mean it won't happen? And that's not exactly true. Because once you really understand what belief means in the context of manifestation, then everything will start to shift for you. First, let's talk about what a belief actually is. A belief is just a thought that you keep on thinking. It is a repeated idea that you have accepted as true to you over time. It's not actually based on the truth, and it's not actually based on your current reality. The belief is based on what feels familiar and natural to you at the moment. And this is the reason why you don't need to fully believe that your manifestations will come in the beginning. You just don't want to reject the idea altogether. And I want to give you this affirmation that will help you to neutralize your mind. And it goes like this. You can say to yourself, I only need to believe that it can happen. And even if I don't believe it, it can still happen anyway. You see, whatever you believe is true. So I can believe that even if I don't believe, it will still happen. And then what you want to do is you want to repeat that thought over and over again until it feels normal and true. Then that will become your new belief. And this is how a belief is formed. Now, once you understand the belief is just a thought that you keep on repeating over and over again, it takes the pressure off needing to feel a certain way. But for a lot of people, there's actually a deeper block underneath that. And it's not just that it's hard to believe that my manifestation will come. It's actually the lack of belief in themselves. Very often that I hear this from my clients and also people that I talk to. They will say things like, Amy, I know others can do it, but I don't believe I can. You see, this shows up as self-doubt and low self-worth, that they don't feel worthy of the success that they desire. And here's the truth. If you don't believe you're worthy of having your desires, you won't. And because you're not on the same frequency to receive it. This is why so many people feel stuck, even though they're taking the right actions. But because deep down inside that they don't believe that they're worthy of it. They don't believe that they're the kind of person who gets to have what they want, who gets to have their success, the money and relationship that they truly desire. So what do? Here's an exercise that I want to give you, and this is the same exercise that I give to my client. It's called the self-acceptance mirror exercise, and it's very simple. What you want to do is that in the morning when you wake up, you want to look at yourself in the mirror and you want to give yourself 10 compliments while looking yourself in the mirror. Okay, you can say things like, I love my beautiful eyes, or you can say things like, I love how eager I am to invest in myself. Or you can say, I'm so proud of myself every day for showing up. Or it could just be simply, I'm getting better and better every single day. And after a few days, you will start to feel better about yourself. And by the end of the week, maybe after 7 days, something in you shifts. You will start to believe that maybe I can. And once that small shift happens, when you start to believe, maybe I can, that's when you can start applying something even more powerful, which is the law of assumption. You see, belief doesn't necessarily mean something is true, like what we talked about. It just means that it becomes familiar to you. That's why it feels true. And as Neville Goddard puts it, that once a thought or a state feels natural to you, it then begins to express itself into your reality. So when you can assume your desire is already done, is already yours, by dwelling in the end state long enough for it to feel normal, that's when it manifests into your 3D reality. This is where visualization becomes a key technique. You see, when you imagine a specific scene over and over again, guess what happens? It starts to feel familiar to your subconscious mind. And once your subconscious mind accepts it to be true, because it doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined, it simply accepts what feels consistent and real to it, to the subconscious mind, then it will manifest. As Neville said, assumption harden into facts. So let's say that you want to manifest more this month. Even if you currently don't have any clients or anybody in the pipeline. So at the moment, it may feel hard to believe where the sales will come from. Doesn't matter. So I want you to do this exercise. I want you to visualize maybe seeing your Stripe account or PayPal account having notifications saying someone just bought your goods, someone just bought your services. Or the moment you check your phone and you see multiple orders come through. And you want to do that over and over again until it becomes natural or normal to you. Because when it becomes natural or normal to you, that means you have fused with your desire, and get ready. Your manifestations are on their way. If you have enjoyed today's video, be sure to check out Manifest with Neville. This is where I share more manifestation techniques, including a deeper dive into the law of assumption. I'll see you there next.